Good evening, everyone. Tashina Gonzalez here with Vidactiva, and I am back to repeat everything that I just said for all my monolingual friends. So, as usual, as you come in here, please give me a wave, a hi, a hello. Let me know what city and state you are watching me from, and no matter what venue you are watching me from, if you are watching the replay, whether that's YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook, please hashtag replay so that I can thank you for joining me and learning about this information. So, as you know, all month we are talking about healthy hormones. We have deep dived into so many things. We have talked about natural support for PMS and for perimenopause and for menopause and even for men's health. So if you haven't watched those videos yet, make sure that you hop on my YouTube channel to see all of those videos. I even did an in-depth video with a lot of those topics together. So you can find that 30-minute video on my YouTube channel. But today we are going to deep dive into some natural support for endometriosis. So first of all, what is it? So endometriosis is a disorder affecting women's reproductive organs where the endometrium or tissue that lines the inside of the uterus grows outside of the uterus. It most commonly grows in the tissue lining the pelvis, the ovaries, and the fallopian tubes. In severe cases, it can spread behind the reproductive system. The most common symptom of endometriosis is pelvic pain, especially during menstrual period. Instead of the annoying cramping many women experience during their periods, women with endometriosis often experience severe pain that can be difficult to manage. Other symptoms include pain during intercourse, pain with urination or bowel movements, excessive heavy bleeding during periods, diarrhea, constipation, bloating, and fatigue. So as usual, as we've been talking about, make sure that you work with your doctor at all times, follow everything that they are saying. And one of the most important things when it comes to anything hormone related is to have a clear plan to get those toxins out of your house immediately. Already again did a complete video about that and mentioned that in most of the videos, how you can start getting those hormone disruptors out of your home immediately, because that is what is contributing to all of these hormone issues. But while you're doing those two things, what else can you do? So the article that I found said heat can be one of the main things. So if your symptoms are acting up and you need relief, heat is one of the best home remedies you have at your disposal. Heat can relax the pelvic muscles, which can reduce cramping and pain. You can use warm baths, hot water bottles, or heating pads to treat cramping effectively. Pelvic massages. Massaging the pelvic muscles can help relax them and reduce inflammation, reducing cramping. Use castor oil and a few drops of high quality, pure lavender essential oil, which can help further relax the muscles. Gently massage the affected area for 10 to 15 minutes at a time. Pelvic massages should only be used before the menstrual cycle because it may aggravate symptoms if you use it as a treatment during your period. Choose anti-inflammatory foods. So this is also something that we've talked about in every single video because we know that food is medicine and food is our first line of defense. So this will not offer fast symptom relief, but it could help manage the endometriosis long term. By avoiding foods that cause inflammation and increasing foods with anti-inflammatory properties in your diet, you can reduce symptoms in the future. So, in a study of 500 women, there was a significantly decreased risk of developing endometriosis with higher consumption of fruits and green vegetables. Conversely, an increased risk for endometriosis was associated with an intake of red meat. Foods high in dietary fiber are associated with the healthy balance of microorganisms in the gut flora, where they play a significant role in breaking down estrogens and also reducing inflammation. Studies showed the inclusion of soy with its isoflavonoids can reduce the proliferation of endometrial cells. So this is one of the instances where you might want to try a vegan, vegetarian, or at least a Mediterranean diet. And I have a complete video on the benefits of a Mediterranean diet. But if you're not willing to go that far with your diet, you definitely want to avoid, like we said, red meat, dairy, processed foods, foods high in refined sugars, caffeine, and alcohol. And you want to increase as much as you can green leafy vegetables, broccoli, celery, blueberries, salmon, ginger, bone broth, and chia seeds. Some other herbs that you can throw in there are Vitex, which comes from the chaste tree, motherwort, rosemary, curcumin, which comes from turmeric, and pycnogenol, which is come from pine bark, and green tea. Those are other things you want to use on a regular basis to support yourself during this process. Some of the other things that we've been mentioning in most all of our videos that are going to be super helpful. So we already talked about how lavender is going to be part of your support system, and this actually is our lavender vitality. So reducing stress and making sure your exercise is always part of this. And so you can use lavender vitality to actually make a tea. Another favorite one to use in the evening is our peace and calming for reducing your stress and relaxation. And then some that we have been mentioning pretty much every single video that's good for balancing hormones is our Progestins Plus, our Endoflex Vitality, our geranium that can be rubbed on your stomach. That's what I do on a regular basis. That's why I got my roller bottle on that, as well as my Progestins Plus, and then clary sage. So those are some things that you're going to want to have in your arsenal as you work with your doctor to provide some natural support in order to minimize the symptoms of endometriosis. Again, we have so many videos that we've gone through. I think I still have at least 2 or 3 more videos that I got to try to get through. Probably going to run a little bit into March, but that is okay. If you have not watched them, make sure you hop on my YouTube channel, Tashina Gonzalez, and you can watch all the videos that we've done on hormone health and any of the other topics that we had previously, as I have a total of 500 videos on my YouTube channel, 100 of which are in Spanish. And again, as I stated before, as you hop on here, please give me a hi, a hello, a wave. Let me know what city and state you're hailing from. And if you're watching the replay, then hashtag replay. With that, I am going to close out this video. And I thank you so much for joining me. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye.